Hey friends, my name is Rachel Hall and I help teachers like you set up their literacy stations in their classroom. I also am in the face behind Teaching Firsties and Literacy Stations Made Easy. And today I'd like to show you one of my favorite apps that I've used both in my reading station and my listening station, and that's the Epic app. If you've not heard of it, it's kind of just a library. It's an online library where they can read the story. It'll have a digital version of the book, but it'll also have a lot of audio and video resources as well. So let me kind of show you what it looks like. When you log in, it looks like this. Also, what I've noticed is that the quality of the literature is really high. You can find a lot of really popular books on here, but you can also find ones that aren't as well known. But whether it's fiction or nonfiction, the quality is always really high. I will tell you a little disclaimer. There are videos on here and some are related to a topic that the book might be about, but there are also kind of fun ones on there also. You can turn it off, and I recommend doing that because otherwise you're going to hear Baby Shark just at random times when you know that they're supposed to be reading something, but just you know how you still can hear things through their headphones. All of a sudden you'll hear a Baby Shark. No, they're not supposed to. So what I like to do is I like to turn the videos off and then use them maybe on a Friday afternoon as a reward. So just a little bit of a disclaimer there. You can also use this app as a read aloud if you're teaching virtually. So maybe you can share your screen during a Google Meet or a Zoom call and use it as a read aloud. But I'm going to show you what I do for my reading and my listening stations. So I like to search for the actual reading strategies. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Up here, anytime you want to find a book, you can do that. And I've taught my students how to do that, which is probably how they found Baby Shark. But you can search Pete the Cat or Pinkalicious or anything that you want. But you can also search for reading strategies. So I'm going to click here. And also once you click there, they're going to give you things that they see. There's like an algorithm where they can tell what you've been interested in. So students will be able to see other recommendations, which is pretty cool. But I'm going to type in compare, contrast. And now it's going to give me all of the different kinds of compare and contrast books. You can filter it by age, reading level, fiction, nonfiction, format. Up here you can do books, videos, the ones that are read to me where the book actually flips, the pages flip like a listening station, or audiobooks. So I like to put these kinds of books in my listening station. And I'm going to show you how to assign it to them in a second. And then also the audiobooks. Sometimes they don't have them. This one particular skill doesn't have an audiobook, but you can definitely put in this read to me. So let's go back to all. And you can see you have a lot of different choices for compare and contrast. So what I might do is I might assign this one, Sharks and Dolphins, to my students. How I would assign this is I would click here, and what it will do is it will bring up a list of your students. And I'm not actually going to do that because it actually has their names on it. I don't want to put that out on Facebook or YouTube. So I'm not going to actually click this, but you have the choice of either clicking and assigning it to your whole class or assigning it to just one student. And you can also do groups within those students too. So if you would like to do breakout groups, so if I'm taking a guided reading group virtually and I send my other students to a breakout room, they know they have to read the books while they're in there. Or even if I'm in the classroom, they have their device. And this can be especially good right now if you're not allowed to put a lot of shared materials. You're not allowed to share books or worksheets or anything that, you want to limit what they can touch. So this would be a really good thing to put in a reading station or a listening station. And what your students will see is they will have a little mailbox, and it will it'll light up with their little heart. So you can also go to your library and put collections and assignments. All you would need to do is click on this, and you can see these are actually some things that I did for, I use these for a community unit I did for social studies. So community helpers right there. And so what you would do is you can assign them, but you can also make collections like plants. And so you can edit them or assign them. You can also view the progress, so you can see who read it, and the reports are really nice. You can see who's read it fully, and you can see who just really skimmed through it. So I would get on Epic. There's a lot to see and explore. The easiest thing is just to go in and start hunting and pecking. You cannot break it. So go ahead and just get in there and see how easy it is to find the books that you're looking for, and then go ahead and see if you can use them at your reading or your listening station. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you've used this before, and if you've got extra tips for Epic that I don't know about yet, because there's a lot. There's a lot in there. I think I've just left a lot untapped. So anyway, get in there and explore Epic and use it for your reading or your listening stations. Have a good one.